ZAPS 154, Zombie Apocalypse Pandemic Survival. This is your host, Chris Borges of the Chris Borges First Abuse Podcast. Back again, everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. Apologize for the hiatus, the week-long hiatus. I've been completely engulfed in my life, and I just had no time to do it. But I think I'm back on schedule finally. Gonna be doing daily podcasts, and yeah, just to start off the things right. Obviously, you guys know my Borges Bay One eBay store. If you guys could check that out, the top right banner of the ZAPS podcast YouTube channel, that'd be awesome. There it is, and you can see all the cool stuff I have available, gazillion things and counting. And just check it out. Yeah, you might find something you like, and you'd really be helping me out a lot by purchasing something, and I'd really appreciate it. As well as if you guys would like to, go to my About Me section. And as always, at the very bottom, the blue hyperlinks of the Bay Eyes, the Damned, Hawaiian Haunting, along as with just all my other little feeds that I do, my band channel, my Twitch channel, my Shoreside Gazebo Films YouTube channel, and my www.chrisporges.com website. You can check all that kind of stuff out. I mean, if you check out the book, for example, Hawaiian Haunting, my third novel released out of 10 novels coming up, being published this year. This is my best work yet, and I highly recommend this read if you'd like to check it out. It's Hawaiian Haunting, paperback edition, 1995. You can add it now to the cart or buy it now for 1995, and it'll come directly to you in 1, 2, or 3 business days for sure. Getting right back to the podcast. Yeah, I'm just really, really stoked and excited for this year and all the works that I have coming up for you guys. Been doing a lot of jamming, making a lot of music, working on a lot of projects. I have my calendar board here completely filled to the brim of things I need to do. I have to go to work in a second. Just kind of had a late start today, but that's okay. Things are going good. Got my taxes, whole bunch of tax paper in. I got to do a whole bunch of tax things. A whole bunch of EB items to put up, whole bunch of stuff to do, organize, and just to get done in general. Yeah. So I'm just getting back on the podcast, and I apologize for the horrible podcast. I'm just doing my best with what I got, and I'm just really stoked and excited to be doing this for you guys. But yeah, all I have is my bubbly smile today, and I hope you guys do you. Just do you, do the best you guys can, and I hope you guys are doing great. As always, even if you're having a hard time, I hope you guys are just in, overall in general, just, up and about and making stuff happen to make your lives a little bit better every single day. That's the most important thing is just don't stop. Just keep working, even if it super sucks, and that's what I wanted to really touch up on today, because that's what's really been on my mind lately. And I think it's very important just for mental health in general, for everybody in general, to know that no matter how hard your life is, or no matter how messed up your life is, in every possible way possible, or in just, a few major things, or maybe everything major, or maybe just a little bit of things, whatever the severity is of your situation, and even if everything is messed up, you can still get close to the life that you want. And I am absolutely a testament to that. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, ever. Let's just say this is the severity of my problems were in every possible way possible, messed up to the extreme amount possible. I mean, really. As I was growing up, I had I guess you could call it, you know, dysmorphia. I've had everything and anything under the sun you can think of. Almost, I've had, like, bad growing up. Severe isolation, severe dysmorphia, I never was comfortable in my own skin. I don't, and I still, I'm like a Michael Jackson. I just, I never was I was never completely happy with the way I looked. You know, just in general, I just didn't like the way I looked. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. Like they're just not happy with their appearance. When they look in the mirror, they don't like the way they look. And that was definitely my case. I just wasn't. I wish I was somebody else. Every day growing up, and it's still like that. But even though, most of us work, peanut paying jobs, that we work super hard at, and we get paid next to nothing, and it's just enough just to pay the bills and just to get what we need to get by, to work another endless amount of hours to get another batch of peanuts to again pay the bills and just get by. And then once, miraculously you do scrape up enough to get something you actually want, um, and you get it, or whatever, or and that whole cycle that never ever ends. It's just let let's just say, let me just put it this way: you guys aren't alone in feeling that way. A lot of people feel that way, just nobody really thinks about it or says it or even knows it's even happening. Sometimes for a lot of people, they're just unaware of the situation they're in. And I want to just say is there's no easy way around it. There's no answer, in this life. We're here. We're given the cards we're given. Whether you're well off and you had money, or you're completely broke and struggling. Either way, you have to live your life. You have to. You have to go about it, and you have to fix every and any problem that arises. Even deep-seated problems that you just feel like are just unfixable. Whether it's a love of your life that you think you can never get, or this and that, you can at least, at the very least, get close to it. And even if you can't even get close to it, and it's just not even a possibility, it's just a pipe dream, and you just know it will never happen. Whatever that thing is, whether it's your love life, or it's the way you look, any of that, the only thing I can say is what's made me happier and made me live a more productive, happy life, and I'm getting closer to content with and happy with, is no matter how far away that dream is, and no matter how far away that may seem, you can always get a little closer. Every day, every week, every month, every year, you can get a little bit closer. You can find a way to get closer to that. If you're looking for a specific type of person to get in a relationship with, well, you're gonna have to do a lot of hard work, and you're gonna have to find that person that you love, and it's gonna take a lot of dating. It's gonna take a lot of this and that to learn about yourself and people, and how they interact with you, and what you like and what you don't like. Now, obviously, the major problems in life, obviously money, obviously a good job, obviously a good job that you enjoy, obviously just financial issues that arise, whether it be your car breaks down, or medical bills, or extremely expensive, tech or tools that you need, any kind of stuff like that, or for trips you need to take, or for things you need to do, anything like that. Obviously, there's no easy way around it. There's no easy way around anything. It's just, you got to just make it happen. And if you can't make it happen, get it close to get at least close. You know, that's the best advice I can give. You know what I mean? To just completely give up, and to live in a dream world of yours, and to just say F this and that, or F that, do drugs all the time, forget your life, live in some fantasy that you've created in your head. all that kind of crazy stuff. It's just there's no good way to say it. There's no good way to say it. If you're in a rut, if your life is just completely messed up and not the way you want it, it's up to you to get up and to make it the way that you want it. No one else is going to do it for you. Nobody else cares, probably. So it's all up to you, really. Okay? No matter how deep in the pit or the hole that you are, um, there's always a starting point from which you can start. That all of us see. Whether you're just broke and you're just like, oh, I need to buy a house. Well, you need to you need to find work. You need to get a job. You need to work and you need to make money. Um, then it gets obviously it's more fine detailed. Well, I only want to work this, and that job, and only plays this, and that much. Obviously, But if you're in a rut, and overall, it's just everything's just terrible. You have to find the small things that you're happy about. Um, because living in total hopelessness and total despair is very dangerous, for anybody, you know, to just mope because it's an easy thing to do, just to mope about some hopeless situation that you're in, whether you just want to be with somebody really bad and they just don't want to be with you. Well, that's life. That's the best thing I can say is that's life, and it's their choice. If they don't want to be with you, then move on. Then you have to move on. Okay. And if you're lonely, you need to find you need to work that out within yourself to be okay with that, or you need to find somebody that wants to be with you. You know, and the best thing I can say about that from experience is, if you're alone and you need to be with somebody, or you feel like you need to be with somebody, from my experience, don't just take the first relationship offer that comes to you. You know what I mean? Be very choosy. Like um, if you like to try the relationship out for a moment, and if it's not what you're after, I would suggest don't continue it just because of the fact that you're alone and you just want to be with somebody. For me personally, that's never worked out well. Because I'd done that before when I was younger. I just wanted to be with somebody, and the first person that was close to want to be with me, I was with them, and after the whole thing went down, I learned that it's never the right way to go. It's for me personally. I mean, it's better to be alone than to be with somebody that you really don't truly like, if I can say it correctly. If you know what I mean, they need to have all the criteria that. So that's the best thing I can say about that, and that's usually a huge issue for people is just loneliness and being alone. That's a very huge epidemic here in the United States and all around the world. Just people are just at work a lot, in their room a lot, alone a lot. With very little to no family sometimes, very little to no friends a lot of the times, and it's a major concern for self-harm, whether it be drug abuse, alcohol abuse, all that kind of abuse, and obviously suicide. So the thing is, because you just hate your life so much that you just want to just end it. So the best thing I can say about that is, um, don't ever let yourself get to that point. Um, Find hobbies. If you hate your job that much that you just rather die than work it, then obviously quit that job and find something else, even if you're broke and struggling, because your life is more important than a job that you don't like anyway. So just lose it and just find another job quick and just keep moving. Keep moving until you find something suitable for yourself that you're able to do. And that's the best thing I can say about life is that's worked out for me is, and that's how I found my passions and my hobbies and my interest is I just keep moving. Do not stay stagnant in your hopelessness and your despair constantly. That does no good for you or anyone around you. The best thing I can say is get up and do stuff. Do stuff. Just, if you're looking at Facebook posts, or just reading stuff on YouTube and it's getting you hopeless and this and that, you just feel stale with your life. Try different things. Do new things. You know, do new hobbies. Do something. Do anything, but just live and mope in your despair and frustration with yourself. Um, and that's what I had to learn, like really learn. Over the years is is to pick myself up out of the pit myself and force myself to do things that I don't want to do, or just try new things that I just usually wouldn't do. So, because it opens it up your mind, it opens up doors to new opportunities, all that kind of stuff. From just even just learning new things or trying new hobbies, or just doing work, or just doing things literally that you don't want to do sometimes, and just try it out. Just try things, experiment. It's life. Because I notice I've battled that my entire life. A very heavy depression, a very heavy longing for a life that just wasn't meant to be in my cards. Um, a life of family and friend. A lot of family, a lot of friends, a lot of opportunities. Vast riches. All that kind of stuff. The American dream. You know what I mean? So it's just, you know, um, you you at the end of the day, everyone's too busy to be worrying about one person. That's just my opinion. That's what I've experienced, and I'm just saying it. So what I can say is, for anyone that's listening that cares, just if you don't care to get something done for yourself and for your life, how much less is the guy next to you gonna care? Do you know what I mean? So the reason I got this zombie apocalypse pandemic survival up is because I wanted it to. I wanted this channel to rise. I wanted it to succeed. I want it to grow, and to fully envelope who I am as a person, and what I stand for, and what my interests are, and what all that kind of stuff. And I can tell you guys right now, it's been a tough. I've had a tough life. I've had a very tough life. I've had a very tough going. Um, I've had a lot of struggles in every avenue you can possibly think of. From just my own mind, from just financial stability, and everything around me falling apart, and having no backup plan, and no nothing. But that's the way that you get to the next level. Is you gotta go through the craziness, you gotta go through the hopelessness, the despair, all that kind of stuff. You have to go through and conquer it one day at a time. you know there is no easy day for me. There is no easy day for me. There is no one day out of the week that I go, I love this day the most. Every single day is, for me, is a complete struggle and a complete battle. I'm not gonna lie to you guys at all. But from all that tragedy, and all this horror, and all this struggle, and all this pain and suffering that I go through, um, when I look when I actually take a moment and I look at what I've created, this podcast, my music channel, my books, my eBay stores, my selling stores, how good I've come across music, technology, computer, laptop stuff, auto mechanic fixing, all that kind of stuff. When I look at it, and then I look at my life and I go, oh my God, you know what? I'm super struggling, and all this and that. But when I look at it, I'm standing. I'm still breathing. I'm still here. And it's insane. It's like I did it. I feel like I really did it. Like I'm my own person now. I don't have to live under my parents' house anymore. I can pay my own bills. I know how to do everything. I know how to fix cars. I know how to fix vehicles. I know how to fix engines. I know how to fix computers. I know how to do I know how to do everything. I know how to live. I know everything. I'm 34. I know everything that's going to happen. It feels like that, but I learn. But the craziest thing is I learn so much every single day. So that's just the insanity of it all. It's just like, I'm going through all this struggle, but at the same time, it's just like I'm okay. You know, you know, I make it into this huge deal, like my life and all that kind of stuff. But really, it's just I'm just here, just living one day at a time. You know, and I can tell you this: I feel a lot happier than here than I did in Utah, in Salt Lake City, where I grew up at, because I just love the ocean. I just love being next to the ocean. So I go to the ocean when I can. Once a week. Sometimes not for a long time. Sometimes I'll go months without going to the ocean. But at least I get to go once in a great while. And I did. I went, jammed, and stuff like that. I usually go boogie boarding, but it's just too cold right now. I like the summertime waves more. I don't like the cold water and putting on a wetsuit, the whole deal. So I usually, when I go to the beach, I'll just sit. I'll just be by myself and I'll just jam, just play music. And it feels really good, and it feels very therapeutic, and it feels, I'm glad I can make some people happy around me, at the same time. So that's what's going on. Um, but I need a complete reconstruction of my life. I know that. A complete reconstruction of who I am. I know this for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, and I've always been trying to get there, but it's just the money has always been in the way. The money or something, or just my even my own self has just been in the way. So soon I'll be getting an entire new wardrobe. You're gonna be seeing an entirely new Chris that you've never seen before. Probably. So no, I always despised wearing glasses. I don't like to wear glasses. It's just not my cup of tea. So I'll be getting contacts eventually, LASIK eye surgery, fixing my teeth, getting a new ride, getting a new place. The whole thing needs to change in my life. I know that. But that's the only way to get to this point is you have to go through the hell. To the point where you get so sick of something that you just end up getting up off your butt and doing it and fixing it. No matter what. It's the only way. It's the only way. You gotta just go through it alone. Just go through it. Just do it. And I'm glad I went through this and I did and all that kind of stuff. And I'm sure there's a lot more crazy stuff that's gonna happen this year and the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years that I'm alive. So all I can say is take it one day at a time and always do the right thing. And you should be out. You should be okay. If you want to do something drastic, like move to a new state or get a new job, or to start up a business, obviously you just all you need is funds behind you, to back you up, just for the moments that you're not working. That's all I can say. That's all I got for today. Um, yeah, and I just want to just say that you guys aren't alone. Whoever's going through super hell, which is most people, but that's how the world is. Most people, it's just I'm coming. I got here. Is it 20, 40, just one? That's 140. Or maybe like 125, 6, 7, 8 to 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And yeah, so that's all I got going for today, guys. And no matter what happens, just know that you guys aren't alone, Everybody's going through craziness and hell. Most people are. Most people are. Don't even get that twisted. Most people are going through a hard time. And I just want to say, guys, don't ever feel alone, because you really aren't alone. You know what I mean? It's just, you just feel that way. Because everybody's having, a lot of people are having a hard time. A lot of people are having a good time. A lot of people are having a hard time. It's just life, you know. It's just the good and the bad, the yin and the yang, you know. If you go into the bad, it's not the end. It's just a lesson that you got to go through to learn. You know, there's always going to be tomorrow. There's going to be the next day. Wake up and just do it again, you know, until then. So just live it. Just live it, do it, and just be the best. Just be the best you every single day. Be the closest. Always try to be the closest to your dream self and the self that you wish and that you imagine in your mind. Remember that. Always be close to the to. It's the best thing I ever said. For this thing. Be as close as you possibly can every single moment of your life when you wake up to your dream life, to the dream person that you want to be, to the person that you imagine yourself in your mind as. You know, who you wish you could be. Get closer to that person every single day, whether, even if it's the smallest thing, you know, like dressing, putting on a nice shirt that you like, that matches your dream self, you know, because that's what this whole thing is about. No matter how hard it is to make it as close as possible as you can every day, and eventually you will become that person. But you gotta always keep chipping away at it. Always keep chipping away at it. Don't ever stop. Don't ever give up. Don't ever think it's hopeless. You know, if you want to be the guy with $1 million in your bank account, every day just put $1 in the bank account and just don't touch it. And just pretend that's just your imagine. You know, that's your, you already have just imagine that you already have $1 million and you only got whatever $20, $40 in there. Every single day, just put $1 in, and you get $1 closer to having that $1 million bank account. It sounds crazy, but it's so necessary to keep your soul fulfilled. You know, to not feel like it's hopeless. You know, even just to have that one little thing where you put on a shirt you like, or a pair of pants that you like, or a pair of shoes that you like, or if you want to be an artist, to just draw a junk painting. Just every single day do something to get closer to your dream self. And I promise you, you'll go to sleep at night a lot happier. You'll wake up a lot happier, because you're going, oh my God, I'm actually becoming closer to who I want to be. You know, I'm actually becoming my dream self that I always imagined. You know, and that's very powerful. It's very, very powerful. You know, even, you know, because most people don't, you know, they lose sight. They lose sight, and they just don't even try. And you know, just to have one small little thing every single day that goes towards that, I'm sure puts a big smile on every single person's face. Very powerful stuff I just said. So, and just woke me up too. You know, I gotta do that. You know, every single day, work towards the dream life that I always wanted, that I always imagined, that I imagine for myself. So with that being said, I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next one. This has been ZAPS number 154, Zombie Apocalypse Pandemic Survival. Your host, Chris Borges of the Chris Borges First the Beast podcast. And hope you all have a lovely and amazing, terrific day. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on ZAPS number 155. Guys, take care. God bless and peace.